the one that really annoys me is yung no lane splitting, no lane filtering.
You have to adapt to the changes.
Right now, parang there's 6 to 7 is to 1 registered motorcycles to private cars. That's how many motorcycles versus cars there is.
Yung basic rule of right of way naman ng traffic natin is basically the basic law of physics where a moving object should remain in constant motion. Pero yung mga coming out of a parking lot, di ba, pinapatigil pa yung incoming traffic ng mga security guard so that they can come out. When the purpose of them is to guide them na clear, then you come out.
Mas comfy tayo dito.
Mas comfy, yung isa parang...
couch talk tayo pala dito. So, good morning. We're here now in... what's the city in Baler?
Baler, Aurora. Yung pinaka-city.
Ma'am, anong city to?
Baler na yun. Baler, Aurora, no?
Hindi, ano yung nakasulat sa entrance? Maria, ba yun?
Maria Aurora is the province.
The whole province. Ito, this is Baler. Anong city in Baler? Baler lang.
Yun na yung pinaka-city.
So we're here in Aliyah Surf. Maulan yung biyahe natin.
Yes, it's a wet ride.
But when we got here, the weather here was nice yesterday.
Yeah.
Kala ko nga we are just going to be enjoying that whole nice weather until today. How did you like the place?
Oh, it's nice. It's cozy. Enjoyed it, especially last night yung live duo nila.
Music.
Brings back good memories.
Yung music nila was all 80s, 70s and 80s
kapanahunan
music.
natin. Wag na natin sabihin mga anong kanta kasi baka malaman nila anong kapanahunan yun. Pero brings back
gusto na nga niya makipag-jamming dun eh. Medyo nag-control pa eh, pero gusto niya
sa lagay
mag-jam.
ng panahon, hindi pa ako kumanta niyan. Kukumanta ako ba?
Pero nandito kami, I don't think if you see it behind us is our room. We're staying at room number 2. Tapos yung music nandito sa side. Nandun lang kami sa harap namin, nakikikanta kami, pero hindi lang kami lumalapit. But we were singing our hearts out in front of our room. Sayang lang the weather. So we're here now to discuss. We're doing another round of podcasts. So once again, this is Motoman, si Mr. Edwin.
Thanks, Kid, for having me again.
So, yun nga, we were talking a lot. So sabi ko, might as well just let's put it in video na. All our thoughts.
Why not?
Well, generally, what we wanted to talk about is, ano yung topic natin? Old world and new world.
Right.
Diba? Na with the new world, either you adapt or...
Well, I think regardless of what you're used to is adapting to changes is something that we have to survive, you know. I guess during prehistoric time, the dinosaurs weren't able to adapt, and that's why they're gone. And I guess tayo as human beings, we're able to constantly evolve and constantly adapt to changes. But recently, it's funny that we're bringing this up is because this morning, you know, I showed you a post from an old friend of ours about...
Old na ba siya?
Old. Young at heart.
Young at heart.
Oh.
So Sunny, I'll repost also the one you posted, but in gist, diba?
Yeah, in gist it's about, you know, back in the day. So our friend is a chef, and he said back in the day you hustle in the kitchen, you go out and shake hands with your patrons in the dining room. And, you know, word gets out of what you do. Nowadays, it's all about social media, algorithms.
Ano yung sinulat niyan? no matter how good you are, pero if you don't have any internet presence or
You don't exist.
you don't
Basics,
exist, di ba?
yeah.
No
So,
presence in the social media world, you don't exist.
yeah. And I think that's where we wanted to discuss. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, in our business also, where we focus mostly on modern classic, we meet a lot of people about our age as well who appreciate, timeless designs and classic designs. And a lot of people say that, we're old school. And I think we share the same soul by being old school as well. But I think there is an area where it becomes gray, because during the old school times, you shake hands and everything was a gentleman's agreement. And nowadays, hindi na ganun eh.
Online order.
Oh, you have to do your reels, you have to do your TikToks, and you have to.
To those watching this video for the first time, so hindi nyo kilala who Motoman is. So Motoman has a store that sells, yun nga, isasabi niya, motorcycle na mga safety gears, mostly your
Right,
primary,
yeah.
primary
Gears and apparel.
Gears and apparel.
So there's a lifestyle apparel side of it. But mostly safety gears from head to toe.
Yun yung budol shop namin. So, to those first time pa lang. But you can search the other videos for Motoman, so you'll see. Meron pa tayong shop tour sa kanya before. Pero, yun nga, tama eh. I've noticed that also. Remember, I also have an online business. If I don't do any post, there's no sales.
Yes.
As soon as you create a post, it drums up sales.
Yes.
Hindi na pwede yung expecting na kilala na ako, I exist, and then people will just order.
Right.
You have to really constantly remind them what you have.
Right.
And then they'll impulse buy.
Right.
Yun nga ang the other stores when we were nung time natin, ngayon mas bata, you just go to the store. The stores don't need to advertise.
Right.
Diba? You just go there, everyone knows without having to be reminded, okay, I need this, I go there.
Right.
No. Ngayon, pero same pa rin, diba? Tayo, we are the old school-ish na we wanted the physical connection.
So, yeah.
But it's so, the times have changed that everything can be transacted without even me meeting you and knowing who you are.
You don't even have to bring cash anymore
wala
these
na.
days.
Everything is online. Pero, meron pa rin yung konti na pwede makita ko, I think those more, it's because of the lack of, sa daming scams na nangyayari? Or is it because of the lack of, meron siyang trust issues?
I guess that's a percentage of the hesitation. Pero, I don't know, siyempre, nung mga kabataan natin, may commercial dati, yung Magnolia ba yun? Yung kailangan kinukurot-kurot, pinipisil-pisil, inaamoy-amoy yung manok. So, I think there's that part of us growing up here in the Philippines wherein we have to have a tangible feel of the product that we're buying. To see it, to feel it before we make a decision or before we pull the trigger. So, it's not... There's that balance that we have to find because in the new world where everything is digital, and then balancing it out with the old world where you have to have a tangible feel of things. So, yun yung challenge eh. Very challenging.
Pero, mo, the biggest retailer, Amazon, didn't really have a store.
Exactly.
Never had a store, right?
Exactly.
They never had a store.
So, and now, world's richest person, diba? So, yun nga eh. But we deal with a different kind of industry. It's a very niche industry. It's not as a bigger market as what Amazon sells. Like, we're pretty much anything and everything that you see or you think of, meron sila. Tayo, it's more of a, I guess we call ourselves a more of a curated taste, So, it catered to a smaller market.
Well, I know that feeling because what I sell sa One More Rep. We are, the powerlifting community, though it's getting bigger, it's still niche if you're looking at the whole fitness industry.
Yes. So,
We are still one of the smallest, if you're going to count it. Bodybuilding is so huge. Even weightlifting is much bigger because there's a lot of international.
Yeah.
But powerlifting is getting there because people are realizing now it's more accessible.
yes.
No, yun yung pinupush nga namin na because of the accessibility. You don't need anything. Any gym that you go to, you can perform.
Right.
Pero yun nga sabi natin yung when we're talking about adapting to current times, you cannot be stuck in the old ways. And this is where our discussion will lead to, that relates to the motorcycles. Kasi nga, that's pretty much the same issue with what's happening with traffic now. Yung gusto nila, ano yun? The one that really annoys me is yung no lane splitting, no lane filtering.
You have to adapt to the changes.
Ano ba?
Oo. Yun nga I think yung discussion nga natin, the crazy part about, especially now, we're both two-wheel riders, and we find the benefit of being on two wheels is to weave through traffic, and cut time and save time, getting from point A to point B. Pero kung pagbabawalin mo yung lane splitting or lane filtering, di pipila lahat ng motor just as they were a four-wheel vehicle, di lalo humaba yung traffic natin instead of trying to compress it in a smaller space.
And it's not as simple as that. It's not as simple as that because the problem also is if you notice a lot of the car drivers, tayo pag nagmomotor, pag gumit na tayo, binubusinahan pa rin tayo. They don't want us in the middle of the lane because they think they should be the one in that lane.
You're right.
But in the same time, they're the same probably group na pag siningit ka dito, ayaw rin nila.
Oo.
So that puts it, saan ka dapat?
Saan ka lulugar? And these are probably the same people that nagagalit at nire-report sa social media yung pag big bike takes up car space in a
parking,
mall.
In the mall parking.
Yeah. So, saan ka lulugar?
Kaya nga, ko-complain sila doon, pero mismong the mall themselves are saying, because of course the security, they don't want the big bikes with these small bikes because it's first, we don't fit. Second, if a motorcycle smaller, sobrang dinikit sa'yo, there's a chance something can happen to your bike and they don't want to be responsible also for that. And as two-wheelers, we don't really get any concession sa parking fee.
Yes, we pay the full amount.
We pay the full amount. And this is even if I use my scooter.
Right.
If I bring my scooter, I park with the small motorcycles, I still pay the same fee.
Right.
To think, one parking space, 4 na motor, dapat kasya.
Yeah, actually.
Pero yun yung nakikita mo sa social media, they'll post a picture na yung big bike mo nakapark sa, kasi talagang feeling superior yata yung mga nasa four wheels, a lot of them. We're not saying all of them, but there's a lot of them na tipong mas maliit kayo sa akin.
Right. You're taking up a big space that could have been mine. But I think it's more of the lack of understanding of being on two wheels also, because as a two-wheel owner, let's say, just for example, obviously you have four wheels and two wheels, but let's say a common folk would have a two-wheel only. Wala naman siyang other option di ba? So yun lang yung mode of transportation niya. That's what he uses to bring his family to the mall or to do their groceries or to do their errands. Na medyo na outcast ka, na stereotype ka lagi na pag two-wheeler ka, kamote ka. Pag two-wheeler ka, you're taking up this much space that could have been mine. Na sometimes, if you're able to experience both,
it broaden up your understanding. Sometimes nga. Pero I think hopefully it's starting to get more and more because yung mga iba na talagang kahit na four-wheeler sila, for once they've tried angkas, they've tried joyride, they've tried all those. So they've now experienced na ang hirap pala pag naiipit ako sa traffic. So that's why we have to weave. Now, when it comes to lane splitting or lane filtering, one of the reasons why that's also being practiced, if you go to Taiwan, which I think you will be going again soon,
Right.
is if you look at how they do it in front of the traffic signs, intersection or traffic signs, they have boxes,
Okay.
painted boxes in front of the cars.
Okay.
So once the stoplight is stopped, the cars are stopped, all the motorcycles move to
Can
the
go
front.
forward.
They move to the front. Now, there's two things about it. The motorcycles, it's safer if they're in front and what's behind them is a stopped car
Okay.
because it avoids rear-ended.
Right.
For some reason, invisible tayo sa kalsada.
Yes.
The cars behind you sometimes won't see you and hit you.
Yes.
I've experienced that so many times. Yung bug, ay, sorry, hindi kita nakita. Pero, they see the car in front of you, but nagiging invisible tayo. So that avoids that. Buti mabagal yun.
Yes.
But if it was faster, you get rear-ended, that's very
Yeah,
dangerous
yeah.
for us. Second, motorcycles will accelerate out of the traffic much faster than
Then
the
a car.
cars.
Right.
Which means it moves traffic faster.
Yes.
Pag pinapila mo yan, sabihin mo there's 20 motorcycles nakapila sa isang car sa harap. If that car moves slow, all these 20 motorcycles will have to move slow.
Yeah.
So sino affected? The next car behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it
Nagiging
own-
counterproductive nga.
Yeah, because it cascades the pag mabagal. Yung mga motor, they can accelerate out sabay-sabay.
Yeah. Yeah.
The cars, kung ilan lang ang lane mo, yun lang ang kasya. That will move. Tapos mas mabagal pa.
Oh. Pero funny that you brought this up. This has been my biggest pet peeve for the longest time. Yung basic rule of right of way naman ng traffic natin is basically the basic law of physics where a moving object should remain in constant motion. Pero yung mga coming out of a parking lot, di ba, pinapatigil pa yung incoming traffic ng mga security guard so that they can come out. When the purpose of them is to guide them na clear, then you come out. Same thing, di ba? In the basic law of physics, mas mabilis mag-accelerate ang motor, dapat nasa harapan na sila para mabilis mawala yung bara.
Funny you brought that up. I almost got into an accident last week because of that. Tapos I had to complain to the barangay na can you do something about this? Kasi the security guards of condominiums, subdivisions, or whatever,
Restaurants.
what they are there is to assist the customer, not to stop traffic.
Yes.
They're there to say, boss, clear,
Or not clear. Yeah.
but not to cross traffic, meaning they
Yes.
should not be allowed to stop moving traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Pag nakastop lahat ng kotse for you to stop and make sure the path is clear is okay. Pero when there's a lot of things
You
moving,
don't ask them to stop.
ang nakakainis pa, the guard, there was cars in front of me and there's no one behind me.
Hindi ka pa
Okay.
pinalampas.
Dahil motor ako, talagang tumayo siya sa harap ko to stop me.
Yeah.
When the two cars in front of me, pinago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So talaga may kita mo una, motor to eh. Kaya ko to patigilin eh. But you every time I slow down, if there's cars behind me, that's dangerous.
Right.
Second, I can cause traffic, which means all these cars that have decelerated have to slowly accelerate back
Right.
again.
Right.
For one customer or one boss ng kondo nyo na lalabas.
Just to come out.
So, nung pinastop niya ako, imbis na mag-stop ako because it was too dangerous for me to brake, iniwasan ko siya. Yung person na ina-assist niya,
Galit pa.
napikon, hinabol pa ako. And told me, ang dangerous mo magmotor. Sabi ko, do you know what right of way is?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was on the right of way. I was moving. You're entering traffic.
Yes.
And you want us to stop for you? Dahil nakakotse ka at nakamotor ako. Sabi ko, di ko na lang pinatulan. So I left already kasi nakamotor din ako eh. Takot ko, banggain niya ako.
We're always on the losing stick eh.
Di ba?
Ganun nga, yun yung biggest pet peeve ko eh. Kasi, yun nga, people don't really understand what right of way is. And I think the basic philosophy behind it is just physics, you know? An object in motion should remain in motion. You don't ask it to stop and then accelerate again. You decelerate and accelerate just to allow an incoming traffic. So, medyo mali yung concept natin of that.
May simulation silang ginawa before. I remember watching this weird simulation. Di ba yung cars in an oval?
Aha.
When everyone's moving, walang problema. As soon as one stop, yung traffic that it can cause, it's grabe. Because it will cause the traffic to get, hindi lang yung tipong it slows down because of one. It becomes, and then the traffic, by the time it gets to the dulo, it becomes worse and worse and worse.
It's a chain reaction. Plus, yun yung natin, kaya yun minsan yung gas consumption natin, ang baba. Kasi we're always in a stop and go. You know, the bigger picture of it is that we consume more, we create more carbon footprint. It's not about mauna ako o ikaw mauna. Hindi na lang yun eh. There's a bigger picture to that. You know, the efficiency of the vehicle, nawawala eh.
Stop and go traffic. Yun nga, all those issues. Ikaw na gustong sumingit, if the traffic is flowing faster, in the big picture, you will not get stuck there.
Yes.
Diba? Pero, everyone is selfish on the road. Yun talaga yun. Kayong 100 na nakapila, walang pake. I want to get in front of you.
Yeah. Same nga eh. I think everyone is looking through their own selfish reasons. Like the guy complaining about the motorcycle on the parking lot. These are all very selfish because hindi mo inintindi yung taong nakamotor, saan siya paparada.
Yun nga eh. I guess we have to pause muna our recording. You guys can hear riders coming in.
Yeah.
So let's let them enter first para hindi masyado maingay. Okay, so back to we were talking about. So yun nga the traffic is caused basically by selfishness.
Yeah.
No. So yun yung if everyone learns to give way to the real right of way, traffic would be greatly improved.
Yeah, I think the basic philosophy of trying to resolve traffic is to always look at the bigger picture instead of trying to encourage entitlement more than anything. You know, I think
tama yung entitlement.
It's more of that.
Kasi isipin mo, that's why the cars have no respect to motorcycles because their entitlement, feeling nila mas entitled sila to the road.
Right. Pero on the flip side, marami din nasa two wheels that are feeling entitled. You know, they would stop traffic because they're on two wheels. I've seen it. I've ridden with people like that as well. So
it's really everyone meron eh.
May kanya-kanya tayong quirks eh.
May kanya-kanya talaga. Pero for if a lot of the four-wheelers learn to more understand the plight of the motorcyclists. Kasi yun nga, yung we go back to the lane splitting thing. Imagine mo, that will slow down everything.
Yes.
And not just traffic. Your economy is going to slow down. Right now, parang there's 6 to 7 is to 1 registered motorcycles to private cars. That's how many motorcycles versus cars there is in. I'm trying to remember if my figure is Metro Manila or the whole of the Philippines. Pero ganun kalaki yung number ng motorcycles to cars. Kaya nga pag sinasabi ng mga four-wheelers na we pay more in registration or your road usage tax. Yes, you do pay one car more. Pero the total amount that all these motorcycles pay is actually more than the private cars. Contribute to the road users tax or whatever. So, minsan yung argument nila talagang just saying na sino kayo? You're insignificant. But at the same time, sila rin yung magsasabi na sana yung Lala Move delivery ko, ba't ang bagal? Sana yung Grab ko, ba't ang bagal? Pero pinapahirapan mo yung buhay nilang mga riders mo, tapos ikaw magko-complain why all the services are slow.
Yeah. Part, especially like small business owners like you and myself, we rely on these, couriers. And by slowing them down, that slows our business as well. So may trickle effect talaga. So sometimes we judge, we make decisions, or we get angry. We only look at one thing, ourselves. We don't look at the bigger ecosystem na it affects. So yes, lane filtering, yes, it might be, the argument there, it might be unsafe, but you have to weigh things out.
Oo.
Ano ba yung statistics na na-aksidente versus, trying to slow things down. So, I don't know. Some people in the position to make those things law should really look at the entire.
Pero when it comes to accidents kasi, cars are still involved in the most number of road accidents.
Yeah.
Ang motorcycle lang, obviously, we are number one in fatality kasi we're in that, we are exposed. We already, that's part of something we accept when we took on the two-wheel, the risk, that risk.
Right.
Pero when it comes to accidents reported, mas marami pa rin ang private cars.
Right.
So talagang, mas nakakalusot ka rin kasi tayo eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? Kaya yun yung that's why we took a motorcycle. No? Obviously, we have our big bikes when we travel out kasi enjoy. Pero the small scooters, the small motorcycles that we take when we're in the city, because of its advantage, I can get to where I need. I need to get to finish more than one task a day kasi nagmotor ako. I can run my errands, do the bank, go to the gym, even have a meeting after, and still have enough time because hindi ako naipit sa traffic. But if you ask me to take the four-wheeler, though I'm perfectly comfortable in traffic, at most I can do is one or two tasks.
Yun nga, isa pa yun. Your things that you can do in a day, kumukonti. Nababawasan. So yung efficiency mo, you become inefficient. So, di ba yung, kaya nangyayari, nagkameron tayo nung manyana habit eh. Di ba? Hindi ko makatapos ngayon eh, bukas na lang. So, wala. We're always trying to play catch up.
Yun nga eh, there's so many things that because of the traffic na nagiging accepted na. Like yung manyana parang hindi na nga minamasama ng tao eh, parang sanay na. In the same way, when you arrive at a meeting, when you arrive at a certain time na nalilate ka, people no longer are, sorry parang
wala na. Right?
So they'll just say, traffic eh.
Traffic, yeah.
And it becomes a valid excuse.
Right.
And you don't question it.
Yeah.
Na tipong, you're saying it's traffic, you're saying, ba't ako nandito? Why was I able to adjust and be on time? Pero, since we're so used to traffic, that people are just, it's valid already, na it's part of our life, which shouldn't be kasi,
hindi pa rin siya acceptable dapat.
When you go to abroad, isipin mo in one day, parang ang dami mong ginawa.
Ang dami mong nagawa. Yeah, exactly.
Tapos pag nasa Manila ka, may isang meeting ako, pero Quezon City, okay, I cannot schedule another one in the afternoon.
Yun yung funny part minsan. Ewan ko napapansin mo. Like, we're so used to sitting in traffic and wasting our day that when the road is clear, ang takbo 20-30 kilometers per hour pa rin. Kaya minsan sabi ko, yung sasakyan na sa harapan ko, ba't ang bagal pa rin ng takbo? Nasanay na tayo sa traffic.
Tapos titingnan mo, meron ba na sa harap niya?
Wala naman eh.
Tapos wala.
Yeah, it happens so frequently that parang sabi ko, I guess we're just so used to being stuck in traffic that we don't really mind wasting our day or not using our time efficiently or properly. Kahit punta ng bangko eh. Minsan yung teller, kwentuhan about ano yung kakainin nila for lunch. And then yung pila, ang haba-haba na. So, I think parang naging acceptable norm.
Na mabagal lahat.
Na mabagal lahat.
that efficiency is not as important as compared to when we go to other more progressive countries.
Right.
And that's why progress is slow.
Kaya nga.
Because everything is slow. And it could be all because of how bad traffic is. Because
Yeah.
everybody who's part of the workforce or part of school or part of anything is going to experience the traffic.
Oo.
There's no escaping Philippine Manila traffic.
Wala talaga.
Wala. And the sad part traffic is moving to some provinces also or some metro provinces.
Medyo nagde-decentralize na rin.
Cebu traffic
Yeah.
can get bad.
Yes. Baguio.
Oh, Baguio is crazy.
Baguio traffic is quite bad. So, and sometimes the reason why we choose two wheels is to be more efficient. It's to speed things up a little bit. Not necessarily in a reckless way, but to make use of our time more efficiently.
Kasi the more you're going to stop people from using the two wheels, there's also a lot of people who has four wheels and two wheels. If you're going to tell me I cannot lane split, you're telling me I cannot do this, then I'll bring my car out.
Yeah.
So which means I'm contributing to more traffic.
Right.
Because the road that if I was to lane split is a space for one car. Now I'm adding one car. Besides the carbon footprint that my car can produce over one small scooter.
Exactly.
Diba?
So compare mo na lang yung mileage ng 1 litrong gasolina mo,
Oo.
di ba? And minsan sa kotse, tayo lang din yung nakasakay dun eh. Mag-isa lang tayo.
One or two lang rin eh.
Exactly.
If you notice a lot of motorcycles on the road because of angkas, there's at least two rin.
Yeah.
So parang we're moving probably more people than cars.
Yeah.
Private cars.
Yeah.
Diba? Kita mo,
Yeah.
buong van, high ace,
Yeah.
dalawang tao lang sakay. Because that's the car that they have.
Yeah. So you minimize not just your physical footprint, but the carbon footprint as
Carbon
well.
footprint. No.
Pero
So-
yun nga,
so-
if you make the law discouraging people to take two wheels, lalong nawala yung efficiency natin.
The sad part kasi, it feels like the government is doing a lot of this to gain mass appeal. And the loudest people in social media are not on two wheels. The two-wheel people
Yeah.
are so busy with work, moving your goods, your food. They don't have time to argue with
They
you.
don't have a voice
Uh-huh.
to argue with you.
To think they're 6-1. The loudest, that's why they're being probably favored, diba? It's because they're the loudest. So, nakakaawa. As in, I feel bad for the small riders when they're working hard, not just for us, but for everyone's benefit.
Yeah.
Pero sila yung pinahihirapan. And I think sa akin my personal experience, like when yung tinanggal mo lang a certain area, tawag mo dito, nung EDSA, when they became really strict with NCAP, all the motorcycles stopped using the bike lane.
Right.
The traffic got bad.
Exactly.
The traffic
It
got
doesn't
worse.
solve you try to solve one problem by creating another.
Oo. So
And
ngayon,
sometimes
the NCAP, so now a lot of people, the very first sentiment of people in the internet was, ayan, para yung mga motor, mga kamote, para mahuli na sila, hindi na sila sisingit dito, hindi na sisingit sa ganon. You're cheering someone, mahuli sila or they follow rules, but you are the one who's going to feel how traffic is going to get worse.
right. May backfire.
Kasi that bike lane is another issue sa akin. Sa akin yung bike lane, if it's not a separate bike lane, meaning if people can still enter the bike lane, that's still not safe for the bikers.
It is actually worse, yeah.
Remember yung bicyclist na nasa bike lane na namatay?
Yeah.
Because someone was making a delivery in the bike lane, because makakapasok na yung delivery truck eh.
Yeah.
So when he tried to avoid it, tas binuksan yung pinto, iniwas siya, nasagasaan siya. But he was trying to follow the bike lane.
Right.
But because
You're not separate.
Because the
from-
cars and the motorcycles can enter there. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Bike lanes, I want to support as much bikers. Sana, but carbon footprint, good for the exercise. But that's not how the safest way is. Even when I was commuting using bike, even if we were allowed in EDSA, not something I want. I don't want.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
advantage of the small bike is I can do small roads.
Right.
Diba? Save the bike lanes for the small roads, understand. Pero yung main thoroughfare natin, for you to get half a lane, which this now takes, you take half a lane, but that's basically one lane unusable.
Even worse nga.
It becomes worse because the traffic is already
Wala
bad.
namang kakasya dun.
And there's not a lot of people using that because
Right.
it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
No? And let's be
Hindi, tsaka kung if you have a 5-lane highway and then you dedicate one lane, if you want to do that bike lane, okay lang. Kaso we have, 2 lanes at the most. And then you take one lane out and everyone is falling in line in
that one and one half lane.
one and one half. Minsan nga, let's say three lanes, but then if you stay on the left, magle-left turn, and then if you get caught, you get a ticket. So now everyone is stuck, just on the
So
second
yung
lane.
left, walang konti lang. Yung gitna, kayo lahat. Kasi yung right lane na supposedly dati, dalawa kayo,
Yeah,
is now
a bike lane.
bike lane.
Tapos pagdating mo sa C5 na merong dedicated truck lane, asa na yung, di ba, you're left without, options.
Yung implementation natin talaga, parang try. Walang study.
Walang studies, there's no proactiveness, and there's no trying to get feedback from, different sectors. So, parang somewhat off topic. I don't know if you've seen the show. It's a TV show or a movie, I guess, from China. Nasa Netflix. It's called Upstream. If you get the chance, go watch it. It's about the story of an IT guy who got laid off because of retrenchment, and he was forced to go into food delivery. By watching that movie, you have a better understanding of what a food delivery guy goes through on a daily basis. Yung nasisigawan na kesyo late yung ganito niya and this and that. Parang put yourself in their shoes and then try to complain this time. Parang ganun yun eh. So, same thing with the guys on 4 wheels complaining about 2-wheel guys. You don't understand what those people go through. So, we should, before you make criticism or before you complain, you should kind of put yourself
Try
in
to
both.
understand them.
Yeah,
We're
put
not
yourself
telling...
in both shoes.
Yeah, but we're not saying you go buy a motorcycle and go out and but
Just
try to imagine you under the sun or under the rain. Walang
the rain.
aircon. Under the rain nga di ba?
buong araw tayo. Basang-basa hanggang brief.
yung pa ako yung naglilinya na lahat.
Oo.
Sabi ko, shit.
Yeah,
yung brief natin, basa na.
Yeah.
Naka-rain gear ka pa tayo sa lagay na yan. Wala.
May rain
It will
gear
find
ka na.
all the spaces na pwedeng dadahanan ng tubig.
Exactly. Like my jacket has mesh vents. Apparently, I didn't close some of the mesh vents, and so all the
Pumasok.
water went in. Nung nabasa yung inner shirt ko, bumaba hanggang pantalong ko. Gagapang
Pero
eh.
naka-rain gear ka.
Pero naka-rain gear ako. Gagapang at gagapang ang tubig eh. So, I have waterproof gloves, but every time you take them out, pagpasok mo, basa. Pinasok mo lang yung basa. So,
Yun nga, di ba? My shoes was supposed to be dry text.
right.
But
Basa din ang medyas.
kasi, papasok siya doon sa taas.
Yes. And
Tapos
then, no
pasok
matter what is going
dahan-dahan, tapos mamaya konti
Bababa.
yung napipiga na yung medyas.
Medyas,
Ayaw mo na maglagay ng supot sa paa.
Walang latex gloves pang pa.
Yun nga eh. These are... we're not complaining. Ginusto namin yun. We're
Yeah.
not... Of course, we're not saying... But remember, we had a choice. We decided to do it. But those people who has to do it because that's their bread and butter, they don't have a choice.
They don't have a
They
choice.
don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice.
And dapat yun yung kailangan natin intindihin na they don't really have a choice. And you, on the other hand, wala ka rin minsan choice eh.
Yeah.
You need to have your food because hindi ka makakalabas, hindi ka makakaganon. Traffic, ayaw mo lumabas. You also have no choice but to order from them. So
Right.
you really have to utilize their service also. So, konting malasakit.
Yeah, oo. I guess, para babalik tayo dun sa pinost ni Sunny. It's all about adapting. So, we just adapt. We be more tolerant.
Yes.
Kasi, ang nangyayari, kaya tayo nag-iinit ng ulo. Kasi we all think about ourselves, Galit tayo kasi nasingitan tayo. Galit tayo. Pero pag mo, baka nagmamadali siya kasi mape-penalize siya if he doesn't deliver whatever, And that's the difference nung nakita ko nung pumunta tayo ng Vietnam. Remember, I noticed it was a give and take.
Yeah. Yun yung napansin ko.
Chill
Yung mga motor na sumisingit, the cars would move away.
Yeah.
Remember yung mga taxi na sakay natin? When a motorcycle is trying to cut the lane, they'll give room.
Kaya nga eh.
Because me cutting you is not going to make my travel faster.
Right, exactly.
But when all the motorcycles are decongested, everything moves, I can also move faster.
Right.
Yun definitely is something na napansin ko.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, yun din yung ginagawa ko eh. When I'm looking at the motorcycles behind me, if they're trying to squeeze on my right, I move to my left. If I can see a lot of them here in my left lane, I hug the right.
Right.
Para lahat kayo makalusot.
Right. But you have to understand that since two-wheel riders tayo, meron tayong ganung malasakit sa two wheels. And not everybody has.
Pero I've seen, pag ako nakamotor, I've seen people cut me off eh.
Yes. They do that.
Talagang blatant.
Oo.
Tapos titingnan ka pa. Yung tipong,
Yeah. Talo tayo.
Talo eh.
Yeah. That happened to me a number of times. Lalo na yung monkey papagamit ko. Siguro sa liit ng monkey, hindi tayo kita lalo eh. So, yun ang mahirap din.
Medyo napagbibigyan tayo pag naka-big bike kasi they put, the sound medyo
they can hear.
They medyo okay because some of them wants to see the bike.
Yeah.
Kaya pinapalusot ka. Pero sa traffic natin, I wouldn't even bring these things out.
Yeah.
Ang init, napapasok ka. That's why the scooter talaga. Kaya, magnanavi ka na?
Magnanabi na tayo. Kung meron dyan na available units.
Oo, lang si Edwin. May isa pa kaming friend na naghahanap din. So, kung sino...
Ibubudol natin ang gateway to two wheels, the Honda Navi.
And I applaud Honda for getting it for that price.
Yeah.
And saying it's a Honda, I have full confidence.
Yes.
Diba? Plus the Navi is a proven sikat siya sa US. Eh.
Yeah,
it's a toy in the US.
Yeah.
But in the US it's 100,000+.
Yeah. Hindi, tsaka ang kagandahan kasi dun, the platform is really a scooter. So it's more easier to use. Pero some people don't find riding scooters to be appealing. So they were able to kind of tweak it to make you look macho on a motorcycle. Pero totoo, scooter lang din siya.
Oo, pero it's really it's really something na abi payagan mo na akong bumili. Para gagawa kami ng
Navi Group.
Na 92 Navi Group.
92.
Iba na yun eh.
The Navigator.
Oo. Guys, comment kayo na payagan na ako. No? Okay ba yung Navi? Yeah. That was a great convert.
Kailangan yung lumuhod ka, tapos sabihin mo, please say yes.
But, we're about to, while the rain died down, we're going to suit up and head back to Metro Manila na.
Yeah.
No? So, thank you once again. Guys, once again, this is Motoman. I'll be putting his link to his shop. So, if you guys want old school stuff,
you want classic gears.
Classic gears. Ingat lang, pag pumunta tayo sa website niya, baka ma-addict rin kayo.
So word of mouth lang, those who've tried our business, that's how we get our word around. We don't really advertise. We do our best with our social medias in trying to figure out all the new stuff these days to stay relevant. But yeah, we survive through word of mouth. So with your help, with
because,
Ken's help.
because it's nice kasi yung shop niya is very curated. Hindi yan yung tipong may mga pinilit isiksik sa inventaryo. Diba? Everything there is something na you would see Edwin himself would want to wear.
Yeah.
Diba? Kaya yun ang maganda sa shop niya. It's very highly curated. So guys, thank you very much. So we're signing off from Aurora Baler. And then we'll see you back in
Time
Manila.
to surf up.
Surf up? Di ka makasurf.
Suit up pala, suit up.
Suit up. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. Thank you.